welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, we're doing a mukbang today, and my special guest is hubby. If you guys are new, welcome to my channel. I go by pinkkfarah, and this is my husband Ray, Rex,
Hey, how's it going?
Snow. He has multiple names.
Multiple.
So if you guys know him personally, y'all know what y'all call him, but I call him Babe, Mouse. I call him a whole bunch of things. So without further ado, let's go on with this video. Okay, but let's dig in because I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm starving. To start, what is this?
So hubby and I put 4 different restaurants in like the paper and then picked it out of a hat. And the 4 restaurants were Taco Bell, White Castle, Burger King, and what else? Checkers. So I put it in the hat and I let him pick out which one we get. And it so happens that we got White Castle.
My least favorite, but it's alright.
I mean, I like it because I grew up with it. But my siblings used to always go to White Castle when we used to live in Brooklyn. So I didn't mind. But I can't eat this late in the night. What they call this type of food, fast food thing? The bubble guts? No. Murder burger?
Yeah.
Murder burger. Something like that. And it's the truth. My stomach start hurting, your stomach start hurting, and we both be fighting each other to go to the bathroom. So we bought multiple things, and there's certain things that we never tried out. So babe, cheers. Beat that Beauty and the Beast. How cute. I'm a pink lemonade girl. He's a water type of guy. Okay, babe. So what do you want to talk about?
Is there any questions that people wanted to ask?
Oh, so if you guys are my Instagram family, leave a pink heart emoji on the comments down below, and I'm gonna start reading the guys' questions that you guys left me. So let's see. So the first question, maybe you want to answer it?
Depending on what it is.
Okay. Let's see what you guys have asked us. You want an easy question or you want a hard question?
Doesn't really matter. Still gotta answer them all anyways.
Okay, some of these questions I can't even read the language. Okay. The first question is, do you guys want more kids?
It's like
Tricky question. You
yes.
think about it? We put like all different type of situations that's going on right now in the world, which right now, as you guys know, this whole coronavirus thing is crazy right now. And we always said to each other that we wanted a kid. The max was like, and Ali was 5 years old. And Ali's gonna be 5 in July. But we're going through this crisis. It's like, do we really want to bring another baby to this world? With this happening? We don't know. We don't know.
And she wants another girl.
Yes, I do want
I
another
really
girl.
don't care. But if I had to choose, I would choose a boy.
I mean, if I do get a boy, I'm gonna appreciate it. And of course, what matters is that the baby is healthy. But I got 7 nephews. You think I want a boy right now? No.
Well,
So
my side of the family is different. My side of the family is full of
mostly girls. That's the truth.
Yep.
So it's like between both families is like a balance, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So that's the question. Yes, we do want kids, but right now we're not sure. Okay, now I'm gonna answer the second question. What you guys say is the key in the relationship to last? Ready? Let's try to say the word at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Communication. Communication. I cannot address this more and more and more. Every time people ask us personally about our relationship, like how is it that we get along so well, it's because we communicate. We communicate, whether it's gonna be a good thing, a bad thing, whether it feels very uncomfortable. You guys have to communicate. That's the key. And babe, you wanna add on to that?
Well, like we said, communication is always key. There's other stuff on the list that is important, but communication is always key because you gotta be truthful when it comes to a relationship at the end of the day. How can I say this? Your relationship, you gotta treat it like it was your best friend at the end of the day. They're supposed to be number one in your list, and
my light, my light died.
Light went off.
We're gonna continue. Yeah. You guys can see us for sure. Not only that, but when we first started our relationship, we started as friends. And fighting. Oh my god. Fighting. Like we couldn't get along. We didn't understand each other, and we both seriously came out of a relationship when we met each other, and we wasn't sure what we wanted. We knew that we liked each other a lot, but we wasn't sure like what is it gonna mean. What is it gonna be, a relationship? Are we gonna stay friends with benefits? We just wasn't sure. We were just having a good time when we first met. Communication, guys, that's the answer. Ready for another question?
Yeah.
Okay. What changed the most about your relationship when you guys had Ali? That's a good question. I can't say that things changed too much, right? Because
well, somewhat. So like our priorities kind of changed. It wasn't even about us anymore.
No, it was like Ali this, Ali that, Ali this, Ali that. Make sure that she was always number one.
We had to make sure that whatever we do is gonna conflict on Ali's future or whatever the case may be. So like if we,
I don't know,
when it comes to work or school related or money situation, we gotta make sure that there's a team effort, and this is where communication falls upon it.
Right.
We gotta make sure that we game plan on what we're gonna do, because everything that we do affects Ali.
That's true. And I could say the only thing that's changed is that we don't really have privacy anymore. So we went from always being together alone, not worrying about a thing, and now we can't do certain things around her or like talk about certain things around her. So that's pretty much what's changed, is the responsibility and the privacy that I could say. Anything else or no?
Well, when it comes to sharing things or having your own type of food,
that's true.
Daddy can have some.
We can't even enjoy our own meals, because let's say if I get something different and he gets something different and Addie gets something different, she always ends up saying, "Mommy, can I have some? Daddy, can I have some?" But really, she really asks him, because me, I don't know. She don't like to eat what I eat. She always likes to eat what her father eats.
She's always questioning her about what you got in that plate.
Yep.
When it comes to me and I'm taking one bite, she's gonna eat it. It could be the same burger that we have.
The same exact
but she'll ask her, what's in it. But with me, can I have some? Can I have a bite? But her some is not like a small portion. Her some is like half the sandwich. So it's like, I could be starving all day, and this is the first thing that I ate, and she's gonna take half of it, knowing she's been snacking all day. And then she just eats it right in your face slowly, like, yeah, I got your food now.
That is so true. But with me, she be having all types of faces. And she'll be like, ew, mommy, what's that? But with him, she'll be like, I'm like, yo, what's up with her with you? I mean, it's always different.
What's this?
That, or let's try that together. That's a chicken sandwich. I never tried it. You tried that? Wait, let me finish this one. Let me try it together.
Hungry.
So me too. I think I'm gonna eat. We probably end up eating all of this. So good.
Coach, if you're watching this is my cheat day. I'm sorry. I'm gonna work out later on. I'm gonna sweat all this out. Don't worry about it. I'll go back to my regular weight class.
Me? Sorry, babe. I'm cheating. I'm cheating with you though. Cause whatever strict diet he's on, I have been on strict diet, and honestly, I lost about 10 pounds, and it's been working because I'm the cooker in my house, so I'm not gonna cook 5 different meals. And I was like, you know what? Everybody gonna eat healthy. That's it. Like, we're just gonna flip everything up and eat healthy, and then it's been working out. So I was like, whatever you eat, I'm gonna eat. And that's it. Thank you, coach, because you're looking out for sis. Wait, you did it? You're supposed to bite at the same time.
I didn't hear the tongue.
Oh man, you already bit it. What if you don't bite it?
Tastes good. Should have been like.
No.
Time to dip.
I'm sorry, but I feel like White Castle should just be the beef burgers. Especially with this type of bread. I don't know. I don't know how to feel with chicken.
Even on the shrimp is good. Shrimp popcorn.
Honestly, the shrimp tastes like the onion ring. I feel like they dipped it in the same.
Probably the same fryer. You gotta think about it. Those fries don't get switched.
Fries?
Like first fry.
That's true.
Remember, I know.
Of course, you used to work at Popeyes.
Yeah, I used to work at Popeyes. My first job was at Popeyes, and I did it for 3 years. I don't know how I did it for 3 years, but working with family members, that's what made it through.
Oh man, when he told me that, I was like, what? That's crazy. I think we both literally have different paths, because all my jobs previously, I was in a sneaker store. And then I ended up being in Sears. I was still doing shoes, sneakers in the department, and then I try out appliances. Pretty much, we went through the same thing with sales, but differently. I've never tried the whole food industry. I never tried that. So, yeah. You want another question? I don't like the chicken sandwich. I don't know if you want. I don't know.
I'll probably
You
go with this.
try the hash brown?
Yeah, hash browns.
Okay, look. Somebody wrote some type of thing in a different language. I don't know what that says. But we have more questions. Okay, babe, I want you to answer this question.
Okay.
When and how you guys met?
Well, it was a dark and rainy night.
Continue.
No. The first day that I met you. That's the question.
Yeah. When and how did you guys meet? So you answer partial of it, and then I'll answer the rest.
So the day that I met her was on my 25th, right? 25th birthday.
And I was 24.
She was 24. My cousin, which is a small world, my cousin took me out. Well, he came. He already knew about the situation about my breakup and everything else. And my cousin was one of the people in my family that I used to hang out with a lot, besides my oldest brother. So that night, I didn't have nothing to do. I just wanted to stay home and just watch TV or whatever. But my brother and my cousin decided to take me out clubbing and see where the night goes from there. And when I say there's a small world, my cousin is actually, excuse me, her landlord.
Yeah,
which is
my childhood best friend, pretty much, because when I moved in my apartment, I was 8 years old, and we met each other there, and then we ended up being in the same school, the same class. We pretty much grew up together, and I consider him like my brother, another brother to me. I have 2 brothers. By the way, if y'all don't know, I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and then including Joelle. Joelle, thank you for making this shit happen. If you're watching.
For real, much love.
Yes, that ass.
And on my side, it's
Thank
only
you,
my side and my mother's side. I got 2 oldest brothers. I'm the youngest. My father's side, never met him, but from stories that I've heard, he has kids. So hopefully in the future, I get to see my other side of the family.
Yeah, that's a goal both for us, because my dad left me when I was 3 years old, and he never met his dad, so pretty much I never met him either. So moving forward in our relationship, our goal is to meet each other's parents, fathers. And I know some people may look at it like, oh, why y'all gonna look for him? We only live once, and as you guys can see, look what's happening around in the world. Life is short, and I want to know who my dad is. I want to know his side of the story of what happened between him and my mom, and he wants to know what happened between his mom and his dad. And we're just curious, and we just want to have like a cordial conversation, and not to say that, oh, we're gonna call them daddy, because they were not in our lives. So we just grown to just want to know what happened and why they're not in our lives, why they're not looking for us, etc. Right, baby?
Yeah.
On the same boat. So I don't know if we're gonna go through what's that? The Ancestor app?
Ancestry.com.
Yeah, that Ancestor app. I know where my dad is, and he's still alive right now, and he lives in DR, and I just haven't made that trip yet, but we are going to do that, and I do want him to meet my daughter as well, and she also is interested in meeting her grandpa, and she's interested in meeting her other grandpa, which is his father, because Addie's a big grandpa type of little girl. She loves her grandparents. She loves my mom. She loves his mom so much. That's one thing about us, that we want her to have both of the families love her the way, we love her. So that's the current situation.
What's the next question?
Oh, no, continue how we met. You didn't break it down.
Oh.
It's a long story. We're gonna try to make it short. So I suggest you guys grab a snack, and because
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you what I remember.
Oh, okay.
From entering
remember,
the club.
I remember
after that, I don't remember most of the things because I got wasted.
Alcohol beverages.
Yeah, like.
And this is 25th birthday. He had to live it up,
Yeah, so.
I lived it up on my 25th birthday. For you.
Mm-hmm.
That was a blast. So, I'll finish it. So long story short, his cousin, my boy, Joel again, he's like, yo, sis, come out. It's my cousin's birthday. I'm like, wait, what cousin? And he's like, oh, you met him when you was little, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? Who is this? And then he told me his name. I'm not going to say his name because he goes by that. Only his family members know that name. So I don't know if I should say it.
No.
No.
Let's keep it out.
So, okay. He said, it's my cousin's birthday, and it so happens that none of my girls want to come out. He's like, I want you to come out. And I was like, but nah, I don't want to be around a lot of guys. Like, I just want to be around, you know, girls and guys. And he's like, well, get up, get dressed, we out. And I'm like, okay, fine. Boom, we get to the club. And he pulls me aside and he's like, yo, I need you to do me a solid. I'm like, what? So I'm going to speak to you guys in my Bronx slang, New York slang. So if you don't mind, you know. if you knew New Yorkers know, you guys know. So I'm like, what's the solid that you want me to do? He's like, oh, it's my cousin's birthday and there's no girls, and I need you to be his lady of the night. And I was like, are you serious? And he's like, well, you're single, you just got a relationship, you know, have some fun. I was like, you know what, fine. One thing led to another. We was drinking, we was dancing. I've never really went to a club and danced with a guy so much the way I did with him. Literally, when we first like introduced each other inside the club, he asked me the first thing, do you know how to dance? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And then from one thing led on, we was dancing the whole entire night. Then at the end of the night, he was passed out drunk. Next day, what did you remember me as?
Sarah.
Sarah. Really? Do I look like a Sarah?
Listen, Farah and Sarah's the same. Farah's a unique name that I never heard of. So Sarah's something common I used to hear.
Come on, guys. You know. Come on, guys. Farah, exactly, a unique name. So that means you gotta remember that name.
I was drunk. I didn't remember my full name.
No, I remember his name. So, anywho, then like 4 months later passed by. My boy and his cousin, we end up throwing a big barbecue in the back of our yard, and I invited all my girls, and he invited all his guys, and you know how girls are. I go in the circle with my girls. I was like, yo, and I was pointing at him. I was like, oh my god. Was the guy that I was like, oh, deep dancing, and then y'all didn't want to come out, and they was like, ooh, he's cute, and they was like pushing me to him, and it was like, oh, go talk to him, and I'm like, no, and then I don't know if that's your cousin or that's your boy. Steven. Okay, well, his boy.
That's Joel's boy.
Well, Joel's boy came up to me and he's like, yo, what's good with you and my boy? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh, you see what I'm saying? All y'all girls don't even want to try to bag a nigga nowadays. And then I was like, pause. I walked up to him in front of everybody. How many of us there was there? Like about 40 something people. It was a lot of people there. It was a really big barbecue. And then I was like, excuse me, can I have your phone? And he looked at me wild crazy. And I'm like, and he's like, literally.
I don't know why you keep doing this.
Because you did that.
How am I going to do this and I'm taller than you?
No, because you were sitting down. You don't remember you were sitting down next to the gate to the entrance of the backyard? You were sitting and you was kind of slouched and you went like this, and I was standing up. And then I put my phone and I went, boom, you been bagged, and everybody's like, oh. And then long story short, look at us now. So that's how we met. And 5 years later, we're still together, standing strong. And as every year goes by, we get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Right, babe? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's how we met. Babe, I love you 3,000.
I love you 3,000.
Okay, another question?
Your turn to answer.
Okay, I'll answer it. Okay, I think we answered this question. How old are you now?
No, we didn't.
No, I didn't. Oh, how old were you then and how old are you now? So then...
I was 25 then.
I was 24 and
I'm turning 30.
And I'm turning 29. There you go. We're getting old, oh my god.
Gemini, baby.
Nah. Scorpio, baby.
You two-faced killers out here.
That's a fact. Oh my goodness, guys. Yo. Okay. You answered another question. How do you guys get through arguments? That's a good question. I'm on a phone.
Oh,
boy.
hold on, I gotta drink to this one.
Me too. Me too.
Well, wait.
No, wait.
I gotta pour.
I gotta pour some too. Me too.
You know.
I gotta pour.
Cause we tried plenty of ways.
Trust me. Plenty.
There's a part that everybody should listen to. Yeah, cheers.
Listen.
Cheers. Kermit the Frog. No, cup of tea. None of my business.
Let me see. Ha!
Okay. Oh, you want me to answer this?
Yeah, answer that.
All the stages.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I'll add little stuff here and there if you left anything out.
So when it comes to arguments, when we first started, we had a habit of, we both had an ego problem.
Damn, I got hot.
We both have an ego problem. So it just came down to, how are these arguments that go by with two people that have ego problems? So every time we had arguments, she had a habit of talking with her hands. I couldn't stand it. Stand it with a yes.
You already know.
I couldn't stand it with a passion.
Yeah, I already know.
Oh man.
Oh my God, so ratchet. Sorry.
So
we grew up like
every
that.
time we argue, we could be in a distance. They could be 6 feet away from each other right now, and it's like they go from 6 feet to 3 feet to 4 feet. It's like her hands is windmilling herself to me, like if there's a magnetic pulse in it that she always gets to my face. So it just got to the point that I did what I always do best when I first started, is just walk away, walk out the house, and just go for a run for like 4 or 5 miles, then come back with a clear mind and try to talk it out. Like, that was my habit.
I was not used to that, guys.
And at the same time, I was going out, 3 hours, my phone off, no way to find me, nothing, just straight.
I was calling his friends, I was calling his mom, I was calling his brother.
And you already know.
I'm not used to that.
If a dude just walks out, phone's disconnected or off and everything else, you know how people are, start thinking, oh, he's probably with the next bitch, or this and the third. And I'm over here like, coming back home, sweaty as hell. And you know how my sweat is. I was stinky.
It's not. It's
So,
not a pleasant smell.
I used to jog for at least 3 hours. Because I was playing baseball a lot. Now I'm into the UFC, MMA, and kickboxing. Now, for that stage, didn't last long because me coming home with a clear thought didn't help her. So we'll go back at it.
Because I didn't understand.
With the argument.
I didn't understand that's what he needed to like calm down. And me, while he was out, you know, for those 3 hours, I was on panic mode. And I was like, oh my God, I was still upset. I was having anxiety.
You was waving that at me. I thought you was feeding me.
So it didn't help me out because when he came back, he was refreshed and I wasn't, because I was stuck here. Like I said, he left and we was in a bad predicament, and it just made it worse. And then when he came back home, I started fighting with him again.
Yeah. And
I'm
they'll
like,
go for hours.
how could you do that to me? How you turn off your phone and you was gone for 3 hours? Where the fuck you was at? Blah, blah, blah. That's me.
That was the first step.
That was the first stage of argument. Oh, when you left off.
Second stage was we need a third point of view.
Oh,
so
that was a bad idea.
My opinion to her opinion, we wasn't getting anywhere. Me walking out wasn't getting anywhere because it came back and it was double the amount of arguments.
No, and then we started bringing our friends in.
I started bringing my cousin from downstairs. First was the friends. First was my cousin, and you was bringing your best friend at the time. And then we'll resolve certain things, but then the whole argument comes back, and we're bringing back the past. That was one of the biggest issues.
Was.
And I know a lot of people is going through it now.
Yeah.
Always when it comes to arguments about one thing, always bringing it back to past.
That's very, very, very toxic, guys.
Yeah.
we highly recommend that you guys leave the past in the past and just move on. Try to like erase everything that you guys went through in the past and just have a clear mind moving forward. I know sometimes it's hard to get rid of those toxic thoughts, but it worked out for us, and now we don't even bring that stuff anymore because, like I said, it's toxic. And having toxic thoughts in your relationship ruins what you guys have, and especially if you guys love each other, you guys could do it. It takes two to be in a relationship, not one. One person can't get over it and one person can, then you guys are not meant for each other. Just simple as that. Because that's the key to a lot of arguments in relationship, is things that happened in the past. I'm not saying that we are a perfect relationship because we have a lot of flaws, but we accept each other's flaws and we try to work a way around it and move forward. Anything else you want to say? You're going through the levels.
Yeah, so even at that we're talking. Even at that, when we're talking about the whole argument situation, bringing people in, us as people, as humans, and most people around the world have a habit of, when they're telling their side of the story, they only tell their side of the story. So now when you're explaining it to somebody, they're only hearing one side. One thing that affects when you explain certain things and one-sided, then people start catching some type of feelings of hatred or start looking at them differently towards the person that they're talking about. So like, you always got to put this in mind, that this was just friends. Just imagine you're sitting down and having family members. Let's just say that we're having an argument.
And they don't really know how you are in a relationship. Like, what happened between you and your person, it's behind closed doors. They don't know how you guys rock. They don't know how you guys are when you're happy. They don't know how you guys when you're arguing. Like, there's so many things that goes on in a relationship behind closed doors that family, friends, no matter who it was, they won't understand. Right or wrong?
Yeah, and then at the same time, you always got to put this in your mind. I'm not saying everybody does this, but you always got to keep in mind that it's not good to be open to speaking about your problems to people, because you don't know if the response and the tips, ideas, whatever you want to call it, that they're giving you are for your benefits or for theirs.
Yeah, because some people are very envious.
But who knows? They're trying to give you tips to sabotage what you have so they can take it.
Right, because they're miserable in their own relationship, or they're just not happy within themselves. So if they have happy people around them, you know how that works. They're going to try to knock you down with them. Mm-hmm. And that's not the type of vibe that we try to be around at all. If anybody try to put their 2 cents in it, yeah, we're going to listen, but are we going to take your advice when we know that it's toxic and it's some type of, how you say it? It's not good for us. We're not going to take that route. So we always suggest that you guys work it out by yourselves. Again, the hands. Have you seen me with the hands?
Yeah, she gotten better.
That's just how I talk, and I have gotten better, have calmed down a lot. And I thank him for that, because like I said, in my past relationships, I didn't have somebody to control my anger. I didn't have somebody to, put good things in me, try to control myself. With him, if let's say we are getting into an argument, he'd be like, you're raising your voice too loud. And then when he says that, I automatically go down. And
if she doesn't hear me, I start backing away.
You start backing away, right?
Because one thing I don't like is people get in my face and they talking loud as hell, and I definitely don't like them.
Yes, there's different levels to it. And did you get to the last? Like how we settle things frequently. How we settle things down. an argument 5 years in.
You could explain that. I already said the first 2 steps.
Okay, so now, let's say if I get mad at something, he get mad at something, we'll literally, like, if we in the same house, he'll stay in the room, I'll stay in the living room. I start watching my videos, whatever. We'll distance each other from the same room. And then I'll calm down. He'll get in his own. He'll take a shower. He'll start working out. Or he'll go for a run and he'll come back. But he don't go for 3 hours anymore.
No. Or I'll start playing MLB The Show.
Oh yeah, he start playing his games. Anything. Whatever makes him happy, he'll get in the zone when he's upset. Whatever makes me happy, I'll get in the zone when I get upset. Or I start cooking. I start angry cleaning. So I'll be like, slamming the door with the mop. And then he'll look at me and then he'll start laughing, then I start laughing, and then, like I said, just give each other space. Then like an hour later, boom, we'll start talking again, and then we'll bring back why we was upset. So like I said, everybody's relationship is different, but this will work out for us. Another tip that worked out for us too in the beginning is the 5 love languages. If you guys don't know what that is, I'm gonna put that little quiz down below. And if you guys are having extreme problems, you guys have to find out what love language your partner likes. And I feel like the moment that we took that exam, it helped us out so much, right? And I'm not saying for you guys to read the whole book. By all means, read it, because I read it. I don't know if you read it. Did you read it?
No, I just did the questions.
He did the questions, but I read the book because I wanted to get in depth of what is it that he really wants in a relationship. What he wants to see in me. What he really wants. And it broke down to us. I'm not going to go down our love language because that's, like I said, that's between us. But that's another healthy thing that helped us out so much in our relationship.
Oh. We forgot the most favorite one of them all.
Wow.
That was really trending in our relationship, and I know it's trending a lot in everybody else's relationship.
Oh, I don't know.
Arguments through text messages.
Oh my God,
People
guys!
don't
Do that.
Don't. Just don't.
Text messages have no emotion, and we used to do that a lot. Like within the 3 hours, remember that he used to go out and leave. He would stay outside, probably down the block or in the store or something, or the chicken spot, texting up back and forth, and he'd be like, "Oh, what you want? I'm okay, blah blah blah." And then I will start bringing up what we was arguing about, and then we were just going back and forth, and that made the situation worse. Because when he came back home, we was still bashing. You guys, do not do that. Just wait, because I know sometimes when certain things get you upset. And it's the heat of the moment that you just want to burst out and shout. Ooh, bless you.
Ooh, thank you.
But try to hold that in and wait for a time that you guys are both in a mellow tone, a mellow vibe.
Make sure you guys are by yourselves.
Nobody's around, so that nobody could hear what's going on with you guys, and hash it out like that and talk in person. Because when you guys talk in person, then you guys see each other's emotions, right or wrong, baby.
You see each other's emotions and you see what people are trying to say. Because through text messages, there's no feelings.
No.
So you can say any little thing, and it's like an argument. So like if we having an argument, and for example, I'm not saying this was us, but I know a lot of people that argue about it. So it's like you always want to say, "Oh, I know I'm mad at you. We're mad at each other. We're not talking, but I love you." The "I love you" came out of the one person. Now the response back is "love you." Now that's a problem. Right. Where's the "I"? So it's like small little things like that. A lot of people.
And I know you guys know, or when you guys write K.
Oh,
you know that's me. I'm big on that. Especially when he writes that to me, I already know it's on and pop.
I have a habit of writing.
I know it's on and pop. I heard you. You do you, and I do me. Yo, what?
Oh man.
I'm like, what the hell is that? So yeah, guys. Bottom line, do not argue text. Text argument, however you want to say it.
Do not argue text.
Nope.
Oh, and another thing that this people have a habit of: don't start the problem with texting. Me and you gotta talk.
Oh no.
Don't text that. I understand it's sidelining somebody at random and everything, and that's why we're saying make sure you guys are alone and you guys are in good place and whatever the case may be to talk about what is bothering whoever is the one that wants to talk. Because let's put it like this: right now, I could be outside and she'll text me. We gotta talk. Now, in terms of that, nobody's gonna take that.
That's gonna mess your vibe up.
Yeah, that's gonna mess my vibe up, and I'm not gonna take it. Nobody's gonna take that sentence as, "Oh, she's gonna tell me something nice,"
no.
or maybe something came up that's great. No, we gotta talk means me and you, we gonna have to argue about what I just found out. That's right. What it is.
Or you guys could come up with some type of text code that you know. It could be anything, whether it's a good. You want to tell them something good or something bad. Just don't write, "we gotta talk." Just try to like word it differently, that it's in a way that, you know.
But if you can't word it, just
don't say
leave
nothing.
It. Just leave it.
Just leave it
wait
and just wait until you go home. You guys are alone, and like I said, the vibe is right, and you guys are ready to talk. That's our advice. Okay, enough about that. Let's go on with the next question. I'm gonna let you answer this because it's for you. It says, how does Ray feel about your obsession with pink?
How do I feel about it?
I don't know if you want to talk about it
as a general terms or as from the first time I met you to now.
Okay, so just talk about like from when you first met me until now.
So when I first met Farah, she had a hot pink room. Everything was pink. Like, I'm talking about Hello Kitty pink. Not just the color pink. I'm talking about Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty and pink. So like Hello Kitty mirror, Hello Kitty fridge, Hello Kitty wallet, Hello Kitty pillows, and then the hot pink room that messes up my eyes. I swear to God.
So you guys know.
I thought I was gonna go blind.
If you have like a pink neon light and you put that light really close to your eyes and all you see is pink, yeah, he wasn't accustomed to it in the beginning. And when he used to come to my house, he's like, "Can we go to the living room or something?" He's like, "I'm not used to being in a room like this." And you know, I had to respect that because yes, I know my obsession is a lot in the beginning when a new person meets me, but that's just who I am. And he had to get to know that, and he had to, you know, come to full understanding that that's a big part of who I am. So that's what we used to do. We would like hang out in the living room, or like we'll go outside, or like we used to date a lot. We used to go on a whole bunch of dates. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, because I never met anybody like her that's everything was pink, like
a color.
The color pink was everything for her. But then we came to a conclusion that, you know, that's her life. And I had to put myself in her shoes. And I can't put myself in her shoes because it's not about a color that I have an obsession with. No. My obsession is, you know, baseball, but my favorite team is the Chicago White Sox. Yes, everybody asks me why the White Sox when you live in New York. You don't know me fully to understand why I like the White Sox. We could probably do that in the next video if people is interested.
We could talk about why I love pink so much and why we love White Sox so much. Because we literally love it the same amount. Like, I'm entirely obsessed with pink, and he's entirely obsessed with his Chicago White Sox. And the meaning for it.
Baseball in general.
Baseball in general. So he put his shoes on. He put my shoes on, and he's like, "Damn, I love baseball. So if Farah loves pink, then it's the same love I got for baseball." And then I told him like that, "Would you live without baseball? Like, if someone wants to take that away from you forever, would you live without it?" And he's like, "No, I would die." So that's how I feel about my pink. Pink is who I am. It makes me happy. And go ahead, baby. Continue, because before, like you were saying that you wasn't used to it, and now.
Yeah. So she just grew. She grew out of the whole Hello Kitty era stage, and now it's just pink. Hot pink.
Hot pink and light pink. Well,
So now,
all shades of pink, but
all shades of pink, but hot pink will be her. No, light pink will be her.
my number one.
Number one, yeah. So I just got used to it, just for the simple fact that I came to an understanding that
It makes me happy.
it makes her happy, and there was a time that I took full control of her. Just stop buying pink stuff, stop turning everything pink in here.
And that
But
made
then
me
I saw the depression coming in.
and I will cry a lot, and
I'll come home and it's it was
I was a different person.
Yeah, it was a different person. And it was like, that's not the person
that he met.
that I met, that I fell in love with. So I needed to come to an agreement that she has to have a love for something, and her love for something would be pink.
So yeah, I know you ladies battle that too when you guys end up moving in with your significant other, and let's say if you guys love a certain thing, or let's say if the guy ends up being with a girly girl like me, it's hard to blend in the girliness with being cordial and unisex. So your partner has to love you for who you are and accept the things that you love. And again, the female also has to accept, his passion, whatever he wants, whether he wants a chair that he wants to game in, whatever it is, you guys gotta meet, half and half on it. And I feel like we've gotten there, and, he doesn't bug me about it. He knows that, pink is my life and White Sox is my life. Our next apartment, forget it. You guys gonna walk in, throw up pink and White Sox. Literally pink, black, white, and gray. That's what you're gonna see. And we're excited for our next home, because that's exactly what we want to do, is literally have both passions in the apartment. And and God willingly, we have a big house, and he ends up getting his man cave, and I want my pink beauty room. Like, I want a whole room dedicated to me. And as time goes by, that's gonna happen, right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, it's balance pretty much. And
Also about balancing and understanding each other.
mm-hmm.
Help support each other's
yes.
love. So like, we'll go to baseball games.
Mm-hmm.
We're planning a trip to go to Cooperstown. We're planning to go to Chicago to watch the White Sox play. Doesn't matter what team.
So.
And she wants to make a trip to go to Rose Mansion. I think there's a spot in California you want to go to.
Yeah, there's a spot in Cali, and I also, pretty much what we came to agreement is that wherever we go, we gotta find something that he loves within that state, country. I gotta find something pink aesthetic, whether it's a wall, a car, a restaurant, a freaking island of pink water, because I know that there's something that exists in, I think, Mexico or Texas, I don't know. But we came to agreement that wherever we travel, we are going to split it in half. He'll, like, let's say if we find a baseball field, whatever the case may be, or he loves his UFC thing, he wants to go fight in the jungle, whatever, and I gotta record him. Support each other's passions, because that's how the relationship is gonna grow, and you're gonna see it. I love going to the game with him and seeing how happy he is, and knowing that I'm next to him repping his team. And man, that should be intense, because hello, we from New York, and we that has come in full gear, White Sox. And then I didn't know until I experienced it that we sit down and we have people saying boo, boo, or they like try throwing things at us. It's intense, but that's what he loves, and I see the smile in him, and I see the passion, and it makes me so happy. Same thing with me. Whenever I see a fucking pink wall, pink car, I was like, oh my god, babe, look, And he's like, okay, this is you. Or he sees it and I don't see it. And then he'd be like, oh, look. Or he's constantly sending me pink sneakers or like a pink perfume. Or he works in a sneaker store and he'll send me every single pink item that he has in the store. And then me, I became a member on the MLB website. Am I saying it right? And I'm always getting like, you know, when they have a discount, and then when I see something that I open the email and I see something he like, I screenshot it, I send it to him. Like, again, I address this more and more and more. Support each other's passion. Whether it being a cup, an item, a sport, a necessity, I don't know, anything. Just support each other's passion, because then the love for each other becomes strong.
Yep.
And
on to the next question.
Okay, so
is there any more?
Okay. This is gonna be the last question, and like I said, if you guys want us to do another mukbang about this, because we stopped eating, we just been talking. Pretty much, I'm entirely full. You full?
Yeah,
I've been stopped eating. More. Yeah, so this is the last question we're gonna answer. So the question is, how did you come up with your daughter's name?
We still have this argument to this day, but I know exactly.
I'm in denial, but it's the truth.
She's in denial, but
it's the truth, though.
I'm gonna answer this question.
Okay, you can answer.
Because she thinks she's funny. So yes, every couple has a habit of coming up with a list of names that they want. If it's a boy or girl, in her case, she only listed a name of girls.
Girls.
Because she had it down pat that was a girl. I was
gonna have a girl, yeah.
We didn't even know what gender would it be at the time that she already decided it was gonna be a girl. I just kept saying
it was a girl.
I was like, okay. At the end of the day, it's my first child. I really don't care if it's a boy or a girl.
Right.
So at that time, that's when I technically was in and out of this house. I wasn't officially living here yet. No. And we used to binge watch on Netflix a lot of shows and a lot of names that she popped up with. So my daughter's full name is Ali Bella Villette. So I chose the first name, but I know she's the one that came up with the name, but I decided that that's the name that I wanted.
That's the permanent name that we wanted.
Then she wanted to add the middle name.
Yeah.
So Ali. The name Ali comes from Pretty Little Liars. The reason why I know about this is because at the time that we started choosing names, we was binge watching Pretty Little Liars. And I wasn't a fan of that show. I'm not the type of person that will actually sit there and be like, oh, that's a show I want to watch. I just watched it because,
support your partner.
Something that she will want to watch. Because at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship, you guys have your personal shows that you watch, which I do, and she does. And then there has to be shows that you guys could watch together.
And
so y'all could talk and
about
communicate, have conversations.
Bonding.
Yes, bonding.
Yeah.
So Ali comes from Pretty Little Liars, Allison. If
everybody was like, oh, why Ali, not Allison, or Ali, or Alyssa, or what else they said? Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And I said no, because we just like the way Ali flow. So instead of spelling it A-L-I or A-L-Y or A-L-L-Y, I started Googling like, oh, what are different ways to spell Ali, and then I came up with A-L-Y-E-E, and then I branched it out to him, and he's like, you know what, I like that. And then Bella, of course, from Twilight.
Bella from Twilight, that we binged also all the movies same night, and that's how we came up with her name, Ali Bella Villette.
I honestly loved the name Bella. I wanted Bella first, but then when he kept looking at the list of names, and he's like, honestly, I like Ali like better than Bella. And then I was like, oh, Ali Bella, and then it flowed, and then that's how we picked her name. And
Villette is my last name. It's a French last name from my storyline that I looked into and everything else. And it's a common. It's not a common. It's an uncommon and it's a unique last name. So
Yeah,
anybody that has that last name, guess what? You're related to me.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So that's how we got Ali's name. So this was a long, juicy mukbang. I hope you guys enjoy what we guys were talking about, getting to know us, and hopefully you guys take our advice personally to consideration, because this is what worked for us. Again, what worked for us may not work for you. So yeah, if you guys want us to do more mukbangs about anything, leave a comment down below.
Or even any type of videos.
Or any type of videos, or y'all want to see more couple videos, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on your post notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. So yeah, till my next video, guys. I love you.
See you guys.